Chapter 13. Energetic Bonds. Carrying the darkness of another will keep both of you out of the light. We exist on many levels and are multidimensional beings. We can connect with others emotionally and physically, but we also connect energetically. Some people we feel drawn to. Others we feel intensely aversive to. Some people we love and feel truly connected to. Others seem to have an unseen power over us even when we may try to break away. Energetic bonds can be both positive and negative. If we share an energy bond of love with our spouse, loving energy and positive messages can flow easily from one heart to the other. Energetic bonds can be healing and helpful. They can connect us in beautiful and powerful ways, allowing us to truly tune into and understand those we love. When they are positive, these bonds can serve our highest good and bless our relationships. But when they are negative, these energetic bonds can be incredibly destructive. It's very common for those who have been in abusive or dominant relationships to have energetic bonds or cords connecting them to their abuser. These cords allow the dark energy from the abuser to continue tugging, pulling, and manipulating the individual. These negative bonds may also be created by an overbearing and controlling mother, father, or other authority figure. They subconsciously send out a cord of energy to cling to the other individual. These negative bonds make it difficult to completely pull away and make choices independently. Through heart-centered hypnotherapy, these energetic bonds can be identified. Negative bonds can be removed, and positive bonds created or strengthened, allowing individuals to experience greater personal freedom and to think more clearly. These energetic bonds can also be created between deceased loved ones and those they've left behind. When a person dies, their spirit has a few options. No one is forced to go into the light and to continue progressing. Some choose to linger. They often linger out of fear or negative emotions. But other times, they linger out of love. They don't want to leave those they care about. The problem is, unless the person who has died chooses to go to the light and be fully cleansed and healed of the weight and burden they've carried from their lifetime, they inadvertently share the burden and darkness with those still living. I refer to these spirits as earthbound. They are not necessarily evil or bad, and many even have good intention, but they are also not filled with light. If it's apparent that an earthbound spirit is lingering and affecting a client, I encourage the spirit to move into the light first and then to come back to help as a positive influence when it can. Clients in a trance are often able to see, sense, and communicate directly with these spirits. I guide them in knowing what to say and how to encourage the spirits to move forward. Even out of trance, you can begin to consciously pay attention to the energy around you and within your environment. Shifts in temperature, attitude, increased levels of contention, or even a general feeling of uneasiness can often rightly be attributed to the presence of an earthbound spirit. You may speak to them directly, even though unseen, and remind them to look within for their divine light. They can also be instructed to look up. Angels are often hovering and waiting to help them. If you have loved ones who are dying, give them permission to leave and encourage them to move into the light for healing and growth. Reassure them that you will be better off if they make the choice to go, and to only return to watch over you once they have spent time in the light. Smudging, a Native American ritual involving the burning of white sage, is also an effective way to clear negative energy and spirits from a person or space. I have an introductory class about smudging on my website that I encourage you to consider. It's a process I use regularly within my home and office space, and the difference it makes is palpable. My children often come home from school feeling down and ask me to do that smoke thing to help them feel better. I will share a few experiences to illustrate these concepts. Holding pieces of someone else's energy, giving pieces of our own energy away, having negative bonds and cords, and being attached to earthbound spirits are all very common occurrences. In the beginning, it caught me by surprise, and honestly rather blew my mind. But now, it's just another day in the office. Note: not all heart-centered hypnotherapists work directly with clearing spirits and other energies. There are various levels of structured heart-centered hypnotherapy training. Some learning and skill comes only with experience. Sally, age 22, recently separated from her boyfriend. They have one child together, a boy who is now 4 years old. Hypnotherapist: Sally, where are you? Sally: a few days ago, Jack and I got into a fight. He texted me and asked if I was upset, and I didn't respond. I always avoid contention. It's easier to just ignore things. Hypnotherapist: by ignoring that text, you chose to bury your feelings. Feel into your body now and find the feelings you buried. Breathe into your body and simply feel where in your body is tight or tense. She nods and places her hands on her abdomen. Now, Sally, speak the words that didn't get spoken. Tell Jack the feelings and words you held back. Sally: her face begins to flush and her fists clench. It's apparent that she's feeling very angry. When she speaks, her voice is seething. Jack: you make me feel like I'm the only one who messes up. You make me feel like I'm a bad person. I hate it. I hate you for it. I hate everything about this situation. I can't stand feeling this way. Of course I'm upset. You go out of your way to hurt me and say things that you know will cut me to the very core. Why? I don't understand. I try to be who you want me to be, and yet it's never been good enough. I'm done. I'm so done. Let me be. Let me go. Stop pretending that you're perfect. Not everything is my fault. The anger is gone now. Tears begin to form as the energy of anger is replaced by sadness. Hypnotherapist: it's been 6 months since you and Jack split, and yet it appears that he still has quite an emotional hold on you. I would like you to check your body now. Feel, sense, and look for anything attaching you to Jack. It might be a cord or a chain. Sally, she cuts me off. It's a rope. It's thick, braided, and gray. It's coming out of my spine. It feels like he is holding it in his hands and jerking me around. It's holding me back. He's manipulating and controlling me with it. Hypnotherapist: it's very common for us to develop negative bonds such as this with individuals who have played such a major role in our lives. This rope keeps you connected to Jack in a way that hurts both of you. Negative bonds are never in our best interest. Would you like to release it? Sally: it's like he still needs me. He thinks he needs me, but it's not healthy, and I'm so used to relying on him for emotional support. I don't know if I'm strong enough to do it on my own. I don't know if I can release the cord. Hypnotherapist: I don't want you to try to release it until you feel ready. I'm going to play a song and move some energy for you. While I do so, I also ask that any and all loved ones or angels who are willing to support you to join you now and help you see or sense their presence in some way. Allow them to teach, help, support, or heal you in any way that serves your highest good. During the song, she cries a steady stream of tears. Her demeanor also begins to change from one of hopelessness and despair to a stronger, more light-filled countenance with an energy of peace surrounding her. Who has chosen to be with you today, to show their support and offer you assistance in your session? Sally: there are so many. I feel angels all around me. The quiet voice of respect and awe has replaced the anger, tension, and sadness. Hypnotherapist: is there anyone with you whom you recognize? Sally: yes. I feel my Heavenly Father. I see Jesus Christ. I can't believe they're here. I sense my highest self and my family. I even see my sisters who have passed on. They've all come to support me. I feel their love so strongly. Hypnotherapist: what are they helping you to know? Sally: even though it's scary, it's not helping anybody. I gave Jack this rope to control me because I believed he could do a better job than I can of guiding my life. But I was wrong. It's not his place, and he's too full of darkness. If I believe in myself and rely on healthy relationships, it will be better for all of us. I can release the rope and end the negative attachment to Jack. Hypnotherapist: do you feel ready to do so? Sally: yes, I feel so supported and loved. I believe I am ready. Hypnotherapist: invite your angels and loved ones to help you. They will know how to guide you in releasing this negative bond and healing from its effects. I play another song and continue to do energy healing techniques as she experiences her process of release. Sally: it's done. A huge smile spreads across her face. Jesus helped me remove the rope and replaced the missing pieces of my backbone. He replaced fear with courage. He also gave me the knowledge that the power he can give me is so much greater than anything else I could ever have or long for. Hypnotherapist: that's beautiful, Sally. Tell me specifically the things you are reclaiming now that this rope has been removed and this healing has taken place. Sally: I am reclaiming my ability to stand up for myself in a way that's kind, but also stops others from walking all over me. I am also reclaiming happiness and self-confidence. Hypnotherapist: I feel there may be a message coming. Please simply breathe and allow any message to come into your mind. Sally, after a pause and gentle breathing: it's from God. He wants me to know I am learning important things. I can continue to have faith. Things will continue to work out. I can release the fear little by little bit. I'm deserving of help, and I have many people who love and support me. He really wants me to understand that I don't have to be perfect. Hypnotherapist: I'd like to invite your highest self to help you choose a new guiding affirmation for your life, something to replace the old lies and fears. Sally: I believe in my ability to take my life in a positive direction. I am worthy of love and happiness. I allow God and my loved ones to support and help me as I learn, heal, and grow stronger each day. Jennifer, age 32, is a stay-at-home mother. In a previous session, she discovered a close tie of binge eating to underlying emotions of loneliness and sadness. These are emotions she was not consciously aware of until that session. Once identified, she has been able to recognize the negative influence of these suppressed emotions. She now desires to understand where they are coming from and how to overcome them. Hypnotherapist: I want you to focus intently on the emotions of sadness and loneliness. Go to the most recent time you felt these feelings intensely and tell me about it. Jennifer: I am at home. My husband has been gone for several days. The kids are asleep and the house is so quiet. I feel really empty. Someone else should be here. She quietly begins to cry, eyes closed and dripping silent tears. Hypnotherapist: focus on that, Jennifer. Focus on someone else should be here. What emotion is behind that? Jennifer: sorrow, loneliness. Hypnotherapist: we are going to go further back now. Allow yourself to drop into one of the first times you felt these intense feelings of sorrow and loneliness. Go to the source of these emotions. Jennifer: it's Christmas Eve. Well, early Christmas morning, I guess. I'm bleeding. I'm having a miscarriage. The silent tears are steadily flowing now, and there is a long pause as she is reliving this experience. The ultrasound tech is here. He's talking to the nurse about what a great paycheck this is going to bring him. Double pay for the holiday plus time and a half for coming in during the night. The tears are no longer silent. Her breathing is rapid as she's gasping in between sobs. He just informed me that there's no sign of the baby. It's gone. Her tears suddenly stop, and there is no further sign of emotion. Hypnotherapist: you've buried your emotions again. It's time to face them instead. Drop back into this experience and allow yourself to become aware of all you are feeling. Do not block these emotions. This is a safe and appropriate time to feel them. Speak what you need to as we do the energy release exercise. Jennifer: I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't grieve for you. I went to work that morning and acted like nothing was wrong. The tears are flowing again and her voice is rising. It's my fault. I shouldn't have lifted that table. I felt you die inside of me. I felt you die. I knew better and I did it anyway. Why am I so stupid? Why do I always have to prove that I'm invincible? I killed my baby. I killed you. After several minutes of energy release, sobbing, and further dialogue, Jennifer collapses onto the floor and lays her head into her knees. The negative energy is released and she is simply allowing herself to rest and be fully in tune with herself in this moment. Then, without prompting of any sort, she relays the following. He's here. My baby is here. His name is Matthew. A full and beautiful smile crosses her face and her tears become tears of joy. He wants me to know it's not my fault, that he loves me, that he's never left me. He wants me to be happy. Then she speaks directly to her child. Matthew, have you been to the light? I want you to go with Jesus and be healed of the sadness you've had to carry because of me. I will be okay now. When you are healed and full of light, please come back and be with me and our family as often as you are able to. But don't linger here in darkness any longer. We can love each other now. I know about you now, and I know why I've been lonely. But now that I know about you, I don't have to be lonely anymore. She again speaks to the hypnotherapist. He's gone now, but he will be back. I never realized his little spirit was with me. He was trying to hold all the sadness for me and protect me. We can both heal now. I feel a warm light surrounding me, holding me. We're both going to be okay. After 3 months, Jennifer reported that Matthew returned to be with her. He is now able to be a positive part of her life. She does not see him, but senses when he is present, and at times even receives quiet messages from him directly into her heart and mind. She says, "He asked me this past Mother's Day to acknowledge him when people ask me how many children I have. It's important to him that he is included and that others know of his existence. My husband has felt his presence on more than one occasion now as well, and we cannot wait until one day we will meet him when our time on this earth is done. The feeling that someone is missing and the overwhelming sorrow is gone. It's been replaced by feelings of peace and happiness." Patrick, age 38, has been short-tempered and angry with others for little to no reason. He expressed that he struggles to accept any compliments and feels that they are empty words. He is also disappointed and annoyed with the principal at the school where he teaches. Hypnotherapist. Feel, sense, and see your safe and relaxing place. Begin to invite your highest self to appear. I invite him to appear in any form you might recognize and connect with. Patrick. I see him as a man. He's so carefree. He's even laughing and dancing around in the sunlight. A half smile creeps onto his face, a glimmer of hope that this part of him exists. He has the joy and love that I seek. He's fun. He's light. He enjoys keeping things light. He really enjoys life. He's giggling as I watch him. He laughs out loud now as he expresses to me what he's seeing. Hypnotherapist. As you watch him, what are you feeling? Patrick. Relief. I feel relieved that he's happy, not angry or sad. I feel peace that he's inside of me somewhere. I feel some hope that maybe I can find a way to unlock him and let him into my life. Hypnotherapist. We're going to move back into the negative feelings now, the ones you were feeling when we talked before. Find anger and disappointment in your body again. Allow these feelings to come up and notice where the energy concentrates in your body. Patrick. He places his hands on his stomach. It's right here. It's so tight. It feels like knives twisting and turning inside. Hypnotherapist. I invite you to speak for your stomach. Speak the words and feelings that are being held there. The words will simply come. There is nothing you need to do but open your mouth and give them permission to flow. Patrick. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I am angry that I have things to say and people aren't listening. I am so mad that people aren't doing what they are supposed to do. They offer false praise. Everything is fake. People are fake. Hypnotherapist. There is someone specific coming to mind. Notice who it is and speak to them directly. Patrick. Carmen, you aren't being honest. Your words mean nothing. You feed us crap. You don't have any idea what kind of teacher I am. You aren't paying attention. You speak words of praise, but they are empty. You are not doing your job. You let us down. You let me down. You never apologize for it. I feel so annoyed. Don't tell me I'm doing something well if you don't know what I'm doing. You are supposed to be my leader. I need you to lead me. Please, I need you to see me, know me, and lead me. Hypnotherapist. We're going to bring those feelings back up now. Breathe back into the feelings of anger mixed with sadness. Allow them to come back up, and we'll follow them back now. I help these feelings increase and then guide him back to an earlier time. Where are you now? Patrick, I'm in school. I'm a child. There's a teacher who is talking to me in the hallway. He's telling me I'm special. He's saying I did well on the testing and that I am gifted. I feel confused. There is nothing special about how I process information. I am not special. He's wrong. He's lying to me, but I don't know why he's even saying these things. I feel very confused. Hypnotherapist. Your belief about not being special, it feels like it was already in place before this moment. Is that true? He nods. I'd like you to go back to that moment when you decided you were not special. Follow your breath and let me know when you get there. Patrick. I'm in my childhood home in the basement. It's dark. The basement here was so scary. It always felt yucky, dark, like something was there that didn't belong. Hypnotherapist. And what are you feeling here right now? Be back in this place, back in this childhood moment. Patrick. I feel sad. I feel unimportant. I feel like there is nothing about me that is good, that I am not special. And I feel really angry. Hypnotherapist. Breathe into these emotions and tell me which one feels the strongest right now. Patrick. Anger. It's really strong, but it doesn't feel like it's mine. Hypnotherapist. Good. You're becoming aware. Breathe into that anger again and feel how it's separate from you, how it's different than your own energy. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Your highest self knows the answers, so simply allow those answers to come into your mind. Does this energy belong to you? Patrick. No, it doesn't. Hypnotherapist. Does it belong to another person from your life? A friend or family member? Patrick. No, it doesn't. Hypnotherapist. Does it seem to have a mind of its own? Patrick. Yes, it definitely does. Hypnotherapist. Now that we've identified it as being separate from you and having a mind of its own, I'm going to speak to it directly. You can relate to me its answers. Can you see this being? Patrick. It's very dark. I only see a shadow. Hypnotherapist. Now that we've identified you, you will not be allowed to stay. Why are you here? Patrick. He's really mad, like really mad. He's not at all happy that you're talking to him. Hypnotherapist. That's all right. I'm not worried about or insulted by his anger. Speaking again to this other being. I understand that you're angry. I know you're not happy that we've identified you. But now that we have, you have two choices. The first choice is to go back to where you came from, to turn back to darkness and pain, to be lost and alone. This is not what we want for you, but you may choose it. Patrick. He's still angry, but he's listening. Hypnotherapist. I invite you to look inside yourself. Look past the anger. Go deeper and tell me what you see. Patrick. Under the anger, there's a lot of sadness. Patrick begins to cry as he feels the weight of sorrow this being is carrying. There's so much sadness. Hypnotherapist. The anger and sadness have been hiding your true self and your real value for a very long time. I invite you to look even deeper. Look under both the anger and sadness. Look through the darkness deep within yourself, and please tell me what you see. Patrick, with surprise, there's a light. He sees a tiny flicker of light within himself. Hypnotherapist. This light is proof that you have a second choice. The second choice is to turn back to the light, to be restored to peace and wholeness. There is someone coming who would like to help you. If you make this choice, look up and tell me who is coming. Patrick. My grandmother. My grandmother is coming to help this spirit. Hypnotherapist. And now it's time to make a choice. Will you go with Patrick's grandmother to be taught and healed and restored to beauty and light? Patrick. Yes. Yes, he wants to go. My grandma is smiling. She's so glad. Hypnotherapist. Before he leaves, we need to know in what ways he's been affecting you. Speaking again to the spirit. Please help Patrick see the influence you've been having on him and remove all lingering darkness you have placed within him. Take all of it with you into the light, that all of it might be healed and transformed. Patrick. He's removing doubt. He's pulling out the anger. I feel these really deep roots within me. I feel him pulling everything out by these deep roots. I play music and call on all loving sources to come to help Patrick begin to release the weight of darkness within him. He cries deeply as he feels loved ones and angels coming to his aid. Hypnotherapist. Please tell me when you feel that he and all effects of him are gone. Patrick. He's gone. It's all gone. And he says thank you. He's so excited to know that light and peace can exist for him. But this is weird. But I feel like I've lost a friend. I feel really empty and alone. Hypnotherapist. He's been with you a very long time. And although he was dark, he was filling a void within you. This void is still there, and it's time to fill it with something that better serves you. We're going to move back to your safe place now, back to the beautiful place where you felt connected to your highest self. I help him find his way back and then go on. Beside your highest self is the piece of yourself that was lost long ago. The part of you that broke off and created the void that the darkness then filled. Describe for me what you see or sense. Patrick. It's a young boy. An innocent young boy. It's me as a young boy. It's the part of me that's innocent and beautiful. A part of me that knows my inner value and worth. Hypnotherapist. You'll know if it's the right time, so trust the answer that comes. Is it the right time to invite this boy back? Would you like to help him find his place within yourself again? Patrick, with many tears and choking on his words, yes, I want him back. Hypnotherapist. Take him by the hands and look into his eyes. When you are ready, tell him, welcome back. He will disappear as he re-enters your body and spirit. I play music and help move the energy to invite this lost soul piece back into his body, mind, and spirit. Hypnotherapist. What have you reclaimed today? Patrick. Today, I reclaim my joy for life. I reclaim my curiosity. I reclaim my ability to see my own value and to receive compliments with trust. I can now see brightness in others instead of darkness. I recognize that I can be loving when I feel frustrated. I am no longer influenced by anger. Instead, I choose to come from a place of love and innocence. I am me again.